Hey guys,
everybody.
hey
I'm
guys, happy
live
Wednesday.
today. That's going to confuse me. I've got to go that way
Yeah,
now.
we're on the opposite side today. What's going on?
I
I don't
don't
get
know.
this. Well, you
I
know
don't know.
what?
Looking
It's a
as
yin
well.
yang. We shift. All right, guys, give me just 1 minute. I have just to share this out to one or two more groups, and then I'll be ready. So just a minute, guys. Just
I
one
don't,
minute.
something's not right with my camera. I don't know what it is. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's better. You don't want to look up my nose. It's not a nice look, is it? And it shows off how how good I'm feeling. Oh, it'll be okay tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, welcome everybody. Welcome. Let's say hello to some people while Loy's getting ready. Mahalina, Malia, maybe. Facebook user. That might be Lauren. Let's see if she's got some red lips going on, because that'll be Lauren if it is. We have also got the Divine Alchemist. Woohoo! Who's that? I wonder. Monica Earl. We've got Maha. Nice to meet you here. We have yeah, a few people joining on. Hi, don't we know Mick Wilson? Nice to see you here. Thank you very, very much. Please do share out to groups and to your profiles. Invite your friends if they fancy it, but please do not bother people with our work, because I don't want to be someone's thorn in their side. I don't want that. Hi, Trudy Little. Oh, everyone's realizing that we need to know who Facebook users are. That's brilliant. That's great. That's so much easier.
Hi, Nalina.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh, hey
Hi,
guys.
Nalina.
Hi, Patty. Hi, Monica. Let me see who else is here. Hi, Malia. How are you guys
Carrie.
doing? Oh, my little bit of sage here is trying to go out. Hold on, guys. Let me try to get this lit again.
That little light of mine, it's gonna shine. It's gonna shine. Let's make that spark bigger.
Ooh.
You can only copy the link. Yes, you can, because it's a private group, I believe. We're broadcasting from a private page. One of the two.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead. You're coughing at my. I am gonna go ahead and do our little smudging prior that I do before we start reading. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. All right, guys. So, how are you guys doing today? Let us see who's here. Indigo, you want to choose the first person?
Oh, I don't want to choose the first person.
You don't?
Do I want to choose the first person? No.
You don't want to? I figured that. All right. I see someone here. I've never seen this name. Hi, Trudy. Trudy Little. All right, so
I'm
Trudy.
sorry, I'm not feeling very decisive today. I'm normally very decisive, but I'm really not.
All right, so Trudy, we are gonna pull some cards for you. Let me figure out which deck I should use.
Let's do it.
Hold on, guys. I am missing one deck. Oh, let me go find it.
I'm going to run away as well, but we're going to be back. It's just things are annoying me. So I need to get them gone. Out the way. Out the way. Gone out the way. Out the way. Out the way. Oh my goodness, my office.
Here's my.
All right. Now I'm ready to rock and rumble. Let's do it. Oh, it's really annoying.
Alrighty, so what I can do, let me pull this live up on my phone so I can see the.
I've only got any battery left, so I can't.
All right, so Trudy, I'm gonna pull a card from you from my Akashic Tarot. And let us see what we get here. What messages are here? Oops. Ooh, Trudy, you have a karmic trench. And it jumped out the deck for you, but it came out in this way. So with this is telling you that there may oh Lord, I need to get this in the camera. This is really saying to you, Trudy, that basically it's time to start to dig yourself out of the karmic trench. There's a situation going on with you, and you may see, this being played out like in all areas of your life, but it's like a repeated pattern. It's something that keeps happening over and over and over again. And so Spirit is telling you that it's time to dig yourself out of this trench. It's time to rewrite your life story. It's time to, make a new story for yourself. You are not your past, and you can break karmic bonds. You can break karmic ties. Like whatever is going on, it's time to make a different choice. It's time to choose something new, okay? So it's time to let yourself fall out of the karmic trench. Get out of this trench and into a new one. Start something new.
Okay, so we're working with the Trudy Lytle. Oh, try it anyway. I'll try and say your name. So to add on to Lois, we've got Traveller. Now, Traveller is bringing in for me new direction. You can see we've got this lovely compass at the top. And both me and Lois, you probably heard before, both have our Viking compasses. So it's part of our joining of our yin-yang connection. But it's saying about moving a new direction. Now, sometimes we can choose a path that's very resistant. We can choose a path that like Loy was saying, you're kind of going down that broken record. Things work out, things don't work out, things work out, things out. Normally a relationship in this situation, they're saying to you, it's time to move in a new direction. Maybe for some time you've been feeling that whatever I'm doing, whether it's in work or in your home life, it's just not feeling very satisfying anymore. The pink is also bringing in the self-care. So it's bringing in the understanding that you can have everything you desire in your world. It's about taking onus of personal responsibility of creating the dreams you want, creating the life you want. And yes, sometimes our days are rubbish and sometimes our days are beautiful, but we have to take the rough with the smooth because that's part of life. That's just the way it is. But you can see this new direction that they're sending you on. It's like you're already being given signal of this. You're already being given invites to new places, new situations. Get out of the old and into the new. Break some old habits. There's a little bit of OCD behavior around you or around those around you. I want you to get away from this and understand that disorder can sometimes create wonderful things because it breaks that chain of repetitive behavior that Loy was talking about. And that's important to say. I want to say with this lady that there is an older lady with dark hair, not necessarily looking like this woman, but she's an older lady with dark hair who's always watching you. She's like pretty much a guardian angel from the minute you were born. So please know that you are safe and all is well. But they're saying to you, it's time to change that record, love. All right? Be the change you want to see in your world. Hugely important. All right?
And I'll mention something else too, Trudy, before we go. You see all this, it's time for grounding. You need to ground yourself. And I'm getting that your root chakra. And your root chakra, you see when your root chakra is weak and unbalanced, it affects all the other chakras going, because that's where you start. So with this card here and the fact that this is a farmer tilling in the soil, this is telling you that you need to get grounded. You need to, you need to practice meditation. Whatever grounds you, whatever centers you, it's time to start practicing that. All right, hon? And also work on your root chakra as well. Alrighty, so Indigo, is your turn to choose. Your turn to choose.
Oh, my turn to choose. Well, I like the emojis, so let's put an arrow up. First person who puts an arrow up.
I'm gonna put my dice, guys.
Yeah.
I need some water.
I'm very low on water, but I'll just have to. I have to go well with it. I think. Oh, I've got a slosh left.
What emoji are you working with today?
All right, so Facebook user who put the blue arrow up at 5:37. What's your name? Because I can't tell who.
I'll tell you who it is. Hold on. So it's a blue arrow is Lauren.
It's Lauren, is it?
Yeah.
She read for me earlier, so doing a swapsy. So I'll go first in this situation. So we've got Knight, we've got be brave and honest. Knight, be brave and honest. I want to say to you, Lauren, that you keep going into this mindset of it is going to happen, it isn't going to happen, it is going to happen, it isn't going to happen. And this Knight is just saying to you that everything is in perfect harmony, everything is perfect balance. We've got this rose in the background, true love is there. And it's to do with patience, spirit teaching you patience in this situation. Don't push, because the pushing is quite annoying. Don't push, just allow. Now, I know with what you've been doing recently, you've really been going inwards. You've been working on personal reflection, as well as your own understanding of the study you've been doing. And I want to say to you that know that you're safe and all is well, because there's a feeling with you that you kind of get this personal power, you get this really great strength in your person, and then you give someone time of day that you shouldn't do and it gives it away. So just realize there's a lot of people around you that are really sucking into your healing energy, but make sure there's an exchange there. Make sure there's something that they're balancing it out with, because this is very important. The white is showing your purity. The armor is showing your personal protection, which you're understanding a lot better nowadays, and that's important. I do want to say to you, the chalice is behind you. So I want to say to you that there is so much magic within you and around you that you don't need to look for it going forward. It's about finding it within your space, finding it within the things you own. That's really important here. The red is connecting to mother, and I know that there was a major change in your energy field around the anniversary of your mother, and I want to say to you that will never change. Don't feel it's ever going to change, but it will get easier to connect with her, and I feel that's important for you right now. Sitting, connecting, receiving that heartfelt connection is very, very important. But I want to say to you that there's amazing things coming. Your rest was worth it. And I really want to say to you that you've got a very, very powerful, strong partner that will always defend your corner. I know there's something coming up and you're feeling like he's not really going to manage, but he will. All right. Lots of love there. I'm going to leave you with Loy.
Lauren, one of the words I'm getting for you is synchronities. There are no coincidences, there are God incidences. And I'm hearing that to tell you too. The things that you think in your life are coincidences, they're not. They are divinely inspired, they're divinely orchestrated, and they're meant to happen. So whenever you see something happen and you're like, oh, what a coincidence, no, change it. Oh, what a God incidence, because that was divinely sent by God, I'm hearing. I'm gonna pull you a card. And I'll pull you a card from my Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, and here you have View from Above. Get the bigger picture. So this is telling you that there may be something happening where you just need to expand your view a bit. You need to kind of step outside of you and look at things from a third party standpoint, a third party point of view. Like, just change your perspective for a bit. You know, life is like a jigsaw puzzle, and if we are too close to it, like if you have a jigsaw puzzle, look at this. I remember growing up as a child, I used to love jigsaw puzzles, and sometimes I'd be doing it and there's a piece that I just can't get. And I sit there staring at it. And you see, the minute I walk off and I come back and I stand over the table and I look, it's like it just fits in. Why? Because now I have a bigger view. Now I'm seeing it from a different angle. Now I stepped away from it. This is telling you that this is what you need to do in this situation. Just take a step back, take a breather, and then look at it with fresh eyes, okay?
Lovely. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Loy. And we got Patty Garcia has donated. Loves. I love
Patty. Thank you, Patty. What do you want your cards on? Let me know.
Say, Loy, you start and I'll conclude. That'll be.
I want to know what Patty, put up real quickly if you have a specific question or topic or so that you want. and let us know. Love. All right. So Patty wants his own love. All right, Patty, hold on.
I'll have a little read of that in a bit, Lauren. We'll just do Patty's reading.
Right,
I
so
love
Patty.
reading. Is that? Oh, I love reading. I've got love in my hair today. I don't know about love in the air, but love in my hair.
All right, Patty. What messages are here for Patty? Hold on, Patty, because I'm going to pull you a card from my Psychic Tarot too, but I wanted to get a card from my Akashic Tarot for you. Patty, you're very, very worried and you have no need to be. The first thing I'll tell you, you are like, remember the energy you put out there, anything you put out there, Patty, you put something out there, it's gonna be returned to you. As above, so below, yin and yang, like anything you put out there, expect it to come back to you. So what I'm telling you, Patty, your mindset, you have to work on your mindset. You have to start working on that because you're putting the energy of fear. It's almost like your darkest fears coming to light. Like you have these fears. I get you've been hurt. In the past, but you have to understand that with the past, we take the lessons and we leave the pain. But right now, you keep carrying over the pain into the future, and you're easily triggered too, Patty. Like very, very easily triggered. Like I'm getting with so easily triggered. It can't even be like you're watching a movie and you just see something that reminds you of the past, and it's like you just go off in your head. And it is really time to start moving away from that. All right, hon? All right, so Patty, you have the Ark of the Covenant. Your marriage is all right. You know what the Ark of the Covenant is? The Ark of the Covenant is a covenant that God made with the Israelites when they were leaving Egypt, when he took them out of bondage. What he did, he took them out of the hardship and he gave them the Ark of the Covenant, and he said, like, this is like a sign between me and you. So a covenant, what is a covenant? A marriage is a covenant. And the fact that your card came out upright is saying that your covenant still stands, your marriage still stands. Even though there may be issues, this marriage, it still stands. What you need to do though, you need to nurture your relationship. A relationship is like a garden. Every relationship is like a garden. And if you have a garden and you don't go out and you don't prune it and you don't get the right fertilizers and you don't take care of it, it won't bloom. It won't bloom. And right now, the negativity like in your mind, it's stifling your garden. And this card here, it's from the major arcana in my tarot deck, in my heart tarot deck. And major arcana, they represent life changes. So this is saying to you, listen, you nurture your garden, it is gonna bloom wonderfully. It's gonna give you the biggest, brightest flowers, but you have to do the work. You have to nurture it, and you have to take care of your thoughts. And then you have I can't even pronounce this, iridescent moon work. You see what this person is doing here? He's toiling through the night and he's building the sculpture. He's chiseling. So this is telling you, you get a lot of intuitive messages like, coming through at night for you, but sometimes you don't even take note of them. And the other thing with this is, and this is a 6 of Keys card. What do? Keys open lock things. Keys open doors. Work on your relationship. Work to unlocking the full potential of your relationship.
Superb.
Work to unlock, like here you have, like I said, this person chiseling, he's putting in the work in order to unlock, whatever beautiful statue he's gonna make here. So this is telling you it's time to do that. It's time to put the work in. All right, hon?
All right. So we got for Patty, we've got see from a higher perspective with the eagle. So the eagle's saying to you, see everything from further back. Now, I think Patty was suggesting that her partner has cheated on her.
No, it's not Patty. No.
Is that someone else? Because I'm getting
Yeah, well, it's someone else. Someone else is here commenting. There, it's Patty Bunning on my Facebook group.
Okay, lovely. So Patty Garcia, I was going to say, I don't feel it's you. That's why I was utterly confused to what was going on there. But it looked like you were responding to Lois, so it's quite odd. Okay. Anyway, there's oddness in the reading, so let's just keep going with that.
And Indigo, 1 minute, 1 minute. Patty, I didn't even see this. Look at the number that's on here. I don't normally get into twin flames, but it's a 1-1. You know what that means? That's a union number. So you have a union number plus the covenant card. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to bring it up, but it's an 11 on the card, Patty, and that again is another sign. That again is another sign that once you work on this, it will be all right.
So it is Patty Lloyd.
No, Patty Bunning on my Facebook group. Patty, we are not reading for you. We are reading for Patty Garcia. Right now, we are not reading for Patty Bunning. So she's responding to what we are saying, thinking it's her. No, it's not you, Patty Bunning. This is for Patty Garcia. So that's what's confusing us.
Oh my goodness. Who would have made that up? Hey, who would have made that up? So the eagle has come in. Let's keep going, shall we? Saying see things from a higher perspective. Now, eagle often is giving you an idea of stepping back, going back into your mind of, now I say with relationships, it's really important to remember what drew you together, what brought you together. Was it the color of your eyes? Was it what you were wearing? Was it the moment? Was it friends? Recreate. If you're struggling within any relationship, recreate that relationship. And if you're looking for a new relationship, it's really important that you have the strength to love yourself first. So they're saying to you, like, don't look at things as I'm sitting on the shelf and time's running out, because that's the feeling I get around you. And I don't know if you're in a partnership or not.
She's married.
She's in a marriage. But I just feel like it feels like your furniture. It feels like you've kind of...
She carves. She carves.
Yeah. Okay. She carves.
She works with her hands. She does woodworking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She makes furniture.
Oh, wow. I want to say to you, you feel like furniture. Find out what it was. And actually, as I'm linking with your energy, there's something about metalworking, or there's something about crafting with metal. So if there wasn't something that joined you and your partner together with this, I want to suggest going away and doing some blacksmithing or something that's going to pull you together, be enjoyable, be fun, and just bring back that element of what brought you together, which I feel was like a adoration of process. Okay. So a lot of things within craft, people are like, oh, but how are you going to make money out of that? It takes so long, but the process is beautiful. Remember, the process is the key to your relationship. When we get into this place of we're just doing that and we're just doing this and we're just having the same meal, it becomes like you're living with a piece of cod. You don't want to live with a piece of cod. You want to live with the most amazing peacock you've ever seen. You want to live with someone who just wants to be proud of you and show you off. And that's what I want to give for you. So the white-headed seagull is an American bird, I know. And you've also got the eye here, which is saying to you that you have very much spirit energy around you, keeping you safe in this moment. But there is an indication within your dreams that things need to change. And I know this is something that's really prevalent going on. Hermit is saying retreat and recharge. So I don't feel this is alone. Even though Hermit is usually alone, I want to say this is the two of you. It's going away. It's doing something you have a mutual understanding and interest in. As I said, I mean, I made knives at university, and I can see you forging metal into a knife or into some kind of wonderful item that you can be really proud of. But enjoying, because you're both hard workers, enjoying that process and just doing something together that's not what your job is. Because there's something around your work where you're kind of working hand in hand all the time or in the same area, and it's just feeling a little bit smothery. We want to play. We want to play more. The beads around his neck are connecting him back to nature, connecting him back to the beauty of wood. And I know the beauty of wood is something you started with. I don't feel it's quite so much there now. So make sure whatever you're doing within your practice, as well as manufacturing for your public and for your clientele, make sure you do the odd bespoke piece that's just for your enjoyment that you can sell also, because don't lose that beauty of your craft. It's the same with my jewelry. When I start making jewelry and people go, I want this and I want that and I want this, it becomes so boring to me. It just doesn't do it. But when someone leaves me with my spirit team to create jewelry, generally I haven't had anyone not be happy with what they've received. So put more into you of your into your work, less of your work into your relationship, and enjoy creation. That's what I want to give to you. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for allowing me to read for you.
Patty, I pulled you a quick Romance Angels card. I hope you can see this. I think I need to fix my lighting here, but this card says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So here you have the Romance Angels coming in and telling you, like, work on your partnership, take some time away. And if you see the two of them are cuddled up here together away from, like there isn't anything around them except each other. So this is telling you, as Indigo says, take the time for each other, retreat. Go on a romantic retreat, a romantic weekend where turn the phones off. No external distractions. Just the two of you, and reconnect. And remember, as Indigo said earlier too, that sometimes when we are in a relationship and it's years and years, it grows layers and layers, and you forgot why you got together. Now is the time to be like an onion, peel the layers back. And I know it may hurt. Like I know, peeling the layers back and really talking to each other, it's going to bring up things, but you can't fix the hurt until you acknowledge the hurt. And I'll say something, and this is for everybody on here. I saw a meme yesterday and it really made me think. The meme said, the lady, she asked her therapist why she couldn't get past the things that she's been working on. And then she said she realized that she didn't want to acknowledge how much the past hurt. And so, you know what? She didn't want to acknowledge it hurt. She didn't want to be hurt, so she suppressed it. And years later, she's still hurting. Patty, feel your feelings. Yes, it hurt. Don't try to minimize it. What happened in the past, acknowledge it. Work on it and get past it, because if you try to minimize it, it's going to keep coming back up. So as I say, work on your partnership, peel it back like an onion till you get to the core of it, till you get back to what brought you two together in the first place, and start afresh, start anew. I leave you with that.
I was going to say I'm a prime example of that, because me and my husband got together through dance music. I used to podium dance at his nightclub with his friend, and we completely lost ourselves for years. We just became, like I say, we became furniture. We became people who, ships in the night. He came home from work, I went to work in the car, then I came home, then he went to work, and it was just like this. And it was like, don't really care what we're eating, don't really care about each other, don't really want to know what's going on, because we're both having a rubbish time. So neither of us wanted to hear the rubbish each other was going on.
Yes, you still, Tyler.
And yeah, and absolutely, Tyler. And we went 2 weeks ago, we went to a music festival, and it was like we went back to the square one where we met. It wasn't, I mean, when we met, it wasn't passionate. It was very friendly and very sweet, and we barely kissed for about a week. It was really pathetic. But it's a case of, we went back to that energy of knowing ourselves as individuals that met and enjoyed each other's company, instead of being this like merged blob that a relationship can be. And that's really important, to have your personal hobbies. You need to trust, and that trust needs to be earned, obviously, because he's cheated with you. But I would say you really do need to talk through that, as Lois said, because you can't live in a relationship without trust. It's not a good relationship, and you might have to just take that leap of faith that he won't do it again. All right, but he'll know, he can give you his reasons, he can give you the experience, and it might be that he just got drunk one night and it was something he totally regrets, or it might be something that went on for a long time. That's not for us to know. It's not our business. But just make your decision that's best for you. That's really important. All right. Thank you very much, Patty.
All right, guys, what I'm going to do, you know, I love my dice. It simplifies things for me. So go ahead, and the dices have 6 sides, 6 numbers. Leave a number between 1 and 6. And I roll the dice. If it falls on your number, you get a reading. You are welcome, Patty. So leave some numbers. Drop some numbers below, guy. Numbers between 1 and 6. And when I roll my dice, if it falls on your number, all right, I'm gonna.
So
Number
quick one,
3.
and then Tyler's donated. So thank you, Tyler.
So the first number 3 I
is
see here,
Nalina.
Nalina. All right, Nalina. Come on. So Nalina, you have on track the one of scrolls. And scrolls, you know, back in the day, scrolls is where they wrote things, they wrote, you know, plans on, they wrote things on. And here you have this card. This man here, he has one foot up on the train step, but at the same time, he's looking back at the signpost, almost like, you know, am I making the right choice? Now is the time to take a risk. There is something that you want to do, but it's like you're procrastinating about it. You have one foot in and one foot out. And Spirit is saying to you, you know, board that train of life. This is almost like, I see this as the fool's, the zero in the tarot deck, the fool, where you're on the cliff of the brink of life. You're on that cliff right at the edge of life. If you don't jump off, if you don't take a chance, if you don't take a risk, you won't ever know what lies on the inside. Like you have this train here, and you know it's heading into a new direction. But if you don't get on that train, if you don't step up on it, you won't know what's inside the train. You won't know what's at the new direction. Like all of here, the places you're looking back on, these places that you're looking back on, you have experienced them already. So it's time to move into new territories. So just go ahead and, you know, take that risk. But know this, you're at a train station. This train may depart. My grandma used to tell me opportunities come but once. There are some opportunities that there are once in a lifetime opportunity. And if you miss it, Spirit is telling you this train that you are about to step on, you need to step on it now because another train won't be coming for now. That's what I have for you.
And this is for Nalina, isn't it? And then we've got our lovely Terry's donated. Thank you, Terry. All right, Nalina, we got Sage, be devoted and committed. Okay. Lots and lots of green and orange balancing in this card. And for me, that's saying to you about connection with nature, healing of yourself, but also the orange is saying about peace, but also your own personal joy. So I know with you, Nalina, that it's not about going out and partying and having a wild time. Your idea of a good time is somewhere quite reserved, quite beautiful. I almost want to put you by a little waterfall with a little bench and just sit you down and just allow you to take in that atmosphere. It's like all about where you are at the moment, and that's why I'm feeling uncomfortable with. I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable with where you are every day, because the energy around you is very I don't know that it's intrusive, but it's certainly very gossipy and just something you're not really sitting well with. Please understand that energy doesn't lie, and it's your body is saying to you, this isn't particularly great for you. I'm not saying jump out of that ship. I'm not saying jump out of that saucepan, frying pan, or whatever they call it in England. Out the frying pan into the fire, they say. But what I am saying to you is figure out what you really want to do and start striving towards that. Because I feel you've kind of got into a situation where you're just muddling along in life. But there is something you really want to study. And I do feel it's around philosophy. I do feel it's around understanding people. That's it's philanthropy. I think is how you say it. Study of people is really important for you. There is a real personal happiness within you, and when you're not around those people who make you feel that way, you're much lighter soul. So check in with what's good for you on how you feel within. That's really important. All right, lots of love. Thank you, Nalina, for supporting us, and we do also have the lovely Terry.
Yeah, I'm looking for Terry's name to put it up here. And Nalina, you see the orange color there? I'll tell you something. Your sacral chakra needs work. Your sacral chakra is your seat of personal happiness, and there's something around you that's draining your personal happiness. And you see, if you look at that card that Indigo just had, the sage on it, he's bent over like this. He's protecting his sacral chakra, and this is telling you that it is time. You need to get out of this pose and get into this pose. It's time to stand upright. It's time to figure out, your happiness, what your happiness means to you, and get rid of anything that doesn't make you happy. It's time to concentrate on that, all right? And I'm hearing tiger's eye for you. Meditate with some tiger's eye crystal in your belly button area right here, all right, hon? Tyler, do you have a topic? What do you want us to put your cards on? Tyler, I have my Akashic Tarot. I feel like that's what I'm going to use for you. But tell me if you have a specific topic, if you want me to be focused on a specific area. Let us know, so we know. Are you still here, Tyler? All right, so she's open for what Spirit has to say. And you mentioned that, Tyler, I want to pull you. I think I'm gonna get to you. I love how you said, your heart chakra. I'm gonna use my Gateway of Light activation cards. I'm gonna pull a card for you from that. I'm also gonna pull you one from the Akashic Tarot. What messages are in the Akasha for Tyler? All right, it came out. Ooh, Tyler, you have a chess game. So with this card here, saying that there may be some conflict or something like that, but I'm feeling this is work world. Feeling like there may be some sort of conflict or some sort of chess game, as this is saying, where people are the colors that they're showing. It's like two-sidedness. But with this, I'm getting that, this chess game, it's time to remove yourself from it. It's almost like a toxic job situation, and it's not going to get any better. I'm seeing with this that it is not going to get any better. Some of the pieces, like there are pieces that are falling down on this desk, and it's saying, the pieces are falling. Things have been put into motion, and this situation is only going to get more toxic. It's not going to get better. Only more and more toxic. So Spirit is really telling you it is time to remove yourself from this chess game. So it may mean you may want to start looking in a new direction for a new job. You may want to start, figuring out something new. I'm going to get you one more card here. All right. So here you have, well, you say you just started a new job. Well, guess what? Maybe this is the energy from the past job. This could be, the energy from what you were around, and you eventually making the choices to step out of that and step into something new. Then you have this card here, Gaia Gateway Activation, Learning Experiences, Wisdom Transmission, Earth Intelligence. So this is telling you, for one, your experience, the things that you are experiencing, the things that you've experienced so far along this point, along this path with your life, they're all learning experiences. Everything that happened, it happened for a reason. Here on Earth, how we learn is our lessons. They come to us as experiences, and whenever we get a challenge, try not to see your challenges as challenges, but try to see your challenges as, what can I learn? What is this teaching me? And you also have wisdom transmission. So this is telling you that A lot of wisdom. You get a lot of wisdom from the earth. The fact that you have Gaia represents the earth. So I'm getting grounded, like getting out in nature. For you, it's nature, it's water, it's all those earthly things. They ground you, and not only do they ground you, but when you get out in nature, you get a lot of downloads. You get a lot of inspiration. Those downloads is gonna come to you as inspired thoughts and aha moments. But it happens more whenever you get out in nature. And Lady Gaia invited you to be here on Earth at this point in time for a reason. Earth is a fast track on the ascension plane, as they say, because Earth is one of the densest planets. Earth is the densest planet, and the lessons that we come here and learn, they fast track our ascension. Earth is a place where you get the hardest lessons, but you know what? You get the best rewards. So once you learn the lessons, you ascend. So Gaia wants you to know, don't give up. Don't give up hope, because all that is happening to you is for your soul's good. All right, hon?
All right. So, Tyler, we got Shaolin Master for you. We're going with orange tonight, aren't we? I like my orange, as you can see. Be graceful in movement and action. So, not only do we have the little praying mantis here, which is two interesting things. One is they eat their partners after they've enjoyed themselves. They eat their partners. So hopefully you don't do that. But it's a case of enjoying yourself for your own sensuality, sexuality, whatever you want to call it, is fine. All right. There's something in your upbringing, I feel it's possibly very religious or very strict, and it's giving you this feeling that you shouldn't have pleasure for yourself in this world. I'm not going to go further into this because it's very private, but I do want to say to you, it's fine for you to indulge in what you enjoy. Fine for you to indulge in what you enjoy. In the background, we have a dragon. I'm 1976, so I'm born in the year of the dragon, so there might be a connection there. But dragon energy is always saying to you, not only are you protected with your energy itself, so that there's someone who's always keeping an eye on you, this dragon spirit energy, but also it's saying to you that you're very much someone who collects things that you need along the way of your journey of life. You've got this orb within this hand, and it's just off the fist, and it's saying to you that you're graceful with your movement and action. It's saying just consider what you're putting in your mind and you're putting into the universe as your movement, your action going forward. Being graceful, being grateful is being graceful, and that's what they're bringing to you. Now, the Shaolin monks, they really do dedicate themselves to the world of spirit. Obviously, it's in their own formation, let's put it that way. But I want to say to you that there is some dedication needed. And there's also on this person's wrist a very clear, like beaded bracelet, but it's actually looking to me like a rope. So I'm feeling like someone in the past is still holding you back from enjoying what's going on around you at the moment. So I do know that if you don't have a partner at the moment, or even if you do, I know there's another gentleman around that is interested in connection with you. And I want to say to you, it's someone that you see eye to eye and brain to brain with. Okay, this is important. This is really important. It's not for you about the looks. It's not for you about the whining and dining. It's about the intelligence. It's about the connection of the mind. It's about the storytelling and the integrity. So just to confirm that one, we have autumn, release the old and rest. So it's just saying to you, now is the time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. You've already changed the job, changed the habits, changed some behaviors around your eating patterns as well. I feel there's quite a lot of bread or gluten within your eating patterns. This causes you some disharmony. The crow has come in and it's stepped in to tell you that now is time to step through that comfort zone, show the world what you've got to offer. And maybe there's something about you wanting to learn what me and Loy do. So that might be something coming into the new year for you. This is the time to reflect on how far you've come and also what you don't want to take through with you to 2022. All right. Lots of love there. Thank you.
All right, Tyler, thank you. That's what we have for you today. Indigo, you choose the next person.
Can I just say to Tyler, I hope that wasn't embarrassing for you, but I felt it was really important to say that. I am a hugely sensual person, not particularly public about it, but I do think it's important to understand that it's okay to enjoy your life. Okay to enjoy your life. One question, if either of you have a second to answer. I had an anniversary with the spirit guide last month. The day of my anniversary, heard Martha. Okay. I would say just keep hold of it. I would say just keep hold of it. And I feel that the next anniversary, you'll connect with what the Martha was about. Okay. But I don't feel there's anything more than that. I had an anniversary with the spirit guide last month. My anniversary, I heard Martha. Okay. All right.
Tyler, hold on just a minute.
Yeah, let's just turn a card quickly.
Martha have a whoever. I'm feeling. Oops. I'm feeling ancestral line, and then this card just jumped out for your relationships. And this is from my spirit guide deck. So this is basically messages from your passed on loved ones. And here, Martha, she's cracking the heart chakra open. So as you can see, she and look at this. This is so crazy. It's a lady here, and she has her hand in the heart chakra of the other lady, and she's really trying to burst it open, trying to massage it, trying to get it working. So Martha is helping you to work on your heart chakra. And the fact that you have all this green here, there's a lot of healing going on. And when Indigo had that card up with the crow in Celtic and in Viking things, crow represents healing. So the crow energy, it really represents healing. So healing is occurring around you. Now, the message on this card, it says relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life. How you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. So she's telling you, you see, if you say you're getting into a relationship, and is even not even getting, it says every relationship. This can be your friends, your family. If they make you feel not at ease, it's time to move away from it.
I like to see it, Loy. I like to see it, Loy, as we are each a diamond and we reflect everyone in our world. So it's like when you feel that someone around you isn't giving you that feeling that you want to be part of them, you don't want them to influence your energy. It's really important to act on it, because people do change your energy field, and people who are very moany and very caught up on their own pain and suffering and anguish can be very difficult to have within your energy field. So can be a situation of helping them change, showing them their healing. But at the end of the day, people need to heal themselves. We can give them the tools, we can give them the methodology, but at the end of the day, it's down to the person's personal spirit responsibility to conduct that healing, to accept it, and that's really important. All right, lovely. Well, I do feel you're going to meet someone called Martha as well. I do feel it's breadcrumbs. I feel that this is going to happen on your anniversaries. There's going to be little messages. Just listen, and your spirit team can tell you a lot more. Okay, lots of love. All right, I think we've got time for maybe one or two more, Loy, because
you choose.
I'm going to choose. So I'm going to ask for the next person who can give me a picture of the earth. Give me a picture of the earth. Just an easy one. Just an easy one. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Picture of the earth. Who's going to give me that one? Who's going to give me that one? Come on. Come on. Go with your emojis. Oh.
See, I see Facebook user. Let me put it up. Julie Wilson.
What's the name?
Julie Wilson.
Julie Wilson. Nice to meet you, Julie. Nice to meet you. So you have spring. Okay, you've got this lovely hair. It's reminding me of a book called Masquerade by Kit Williams. So if you like art, it might be why I'm telling you about it. Kit Williams is a beautiful artist. He creates art with a lot of parquetry, using slices of wood to inlay bigger pieces of wood. It's incredible. Gemstones, the lot. You'll love it. Anyway, spring is saying see your seeds grow. Now, what we do within the medicine wheel of the year, or within the Wiccan wheel of the year, which is all the same because we all have the same year effectively, we might have slightly different ways of processing and dividing it. But we have a position where the spring is to do with your inspiration. It's to do with your emotional inspiration. It's to do with what is it you really want to do? What is it you really want to do? Then as we go through the year, we go through a process. Now, this started in 2021, possibly even 2020, because I do feel that the pandemic has made you really rethink your life for some reason. Don't know whether it affected your work or what you were doing as a job. But what I want to say to you is you started in 2021 spring, and you've spent the whole summer working on what you plan of action. How are we going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to make this bigger? As you come through to autumn, it's a time when we reflect and we look back on how far we've come, but we also look back on what's not working. All right. So I had a few shows on my program, on my page, that weren't working. I don't do free readings on my page, so enjoy the free readings you get here. But there was so many things that weren't working, and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing those anymore. So it's a time to review, check out what you want to do. I want to say to you, whatever it is you're doing, my love, check out how much you're spending on. It's either packaging or it's processing. Cut it down. Right. What I say to people when they're manufacturing things, if you can buy it secondhand new, if you can buy it in mass, if you can go to the wholesalers, whatever it is that gets you further back along that supply chain will allow you to earn better. Because at the moment there's a little bit of a fine margin. I don't know what it is. They're not showing me at all. But what I do want to say to you is right now is that time to check out what's working, what's not working, maybe find some new suppliers and new places to receive things from. Coming into December, Christmas time, we have a little bit of a break, but we're also looking at, if we can use that as a business time to sell things, that's great. If not, use it as a time for rest, because it is the time of healing. It's the north. And then when we come back to the spring, in bulk is the first day of the snowdrop in the UK traditionally, and it's February the 1st, and that is when new businesses really have a lot of magic behind them. So consider what it is you can launch for in bulk. Consider what it is you can launch for the beginning of February, and consider how you're going to build up this cottage industry or whatever it is you're doing, that you can eventually do what you really love rather than do partially what you really love. All right, I'm going to leave you with Loy on that. I hope it made some sense. I know I've babbled on, but I get so much information just from that one card for you. So thank you.
So, Julie, this is no coincidence. Indigo was talking about the wheel, and the Wiccan wheel, and here you have the Wheel of Fortune. I hope. I think I need to work on my lighting, guys, because I've been switching my desk around because I now have 2 monitors, so I have had to be switching up my desk. So eventually next week my lighting will be better. But here you have this wheel, the Wheel of Fortune, and it's telling you that, remember that seasons wheel, that life goes in cycles, and bad times don't last just as good times don't last. But what we have to do is to make the most of whatever the wheel is in at each season. Make the most of it. Don't look at the doom and the gloom. Don't look at, and I'm hearing too, Julie, almost like there's like a past period of your life where things were glorious, things were good, and it's almost like your mind keeps drifting back to that. Whatever you had in your past, you can recreate even more in the future. But know that the wheel turns. So if you've been going through a hard time, if things haven't been going the way that you want, better times are coming up. The wheel is turning in your favor. I also have this card here for you. There's a male energy around you that's sucking the life out of you. There's a toxic person around you with a very fragmented energy. It's like a little boy in a man's body. a very, very wounded male, like, and the thing is, their wounds, they come out in narcissism, in being toxic, in you know, it comes out in so many ways, but this person, they have a very, very fragmented energy that you need to get rid of. You need to distance yourself from them. And when you distance yourself, and this can even be a female, it can even be a female with a strong masculine energy, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling that this is a male and they're controlling and they're toxic. And it's just everything that's wrong or wrong about them. And it's time for you to move away from them. Spirit is showing me a mirror. And it's like two people standing in front of the mirror, and that person, all they see is themselves. 10 people could be standing with them, and they're so arrogant. They're so it's so hard to even describe it. It's the energy I'm getting. It's like it's squeezing me, and they're squeezing and sucking the life out of you. You need to move away from them. And you see your business, don't tell them your business either. Don't tell them your plans. Don't tell them what they're doing, because you see, for every right, they find a wrong. They're the type of person who, you and them could be outside and the sun is shining and you're like, oh, what a glorious day. The sun feels so nice. You know what they say? The sun is so hot. I can't stand it out here. Need to get away from that person. That's what I have for you, Julie.
Thank you very much. Well, I think we're going to have to call it a day, Loy, because I've got a bit of a headache growing. But it's been lovely. Thank you so much for being with us, folks.
Somebody here recognizes me. She says the lady in blue is Jamaican.
I was going to say, she's saying,
hi, I'm from Hanover. I'm from Lucy. Where are you from? Where in Jamaica are you from?
Do you say Lucy?
Yes.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my little hometown, Lucy. And I'll give you a little story, Indigo, about there before you go. So we have a clock. We have a town clock. And it's so crazy that, oh, she's a Maypen. I've only driven through there. But the clock in our town, I think it's been there from sometime in the 1500s and it still works. But it was a clock that was meant for St. Lucia, which is another Caribbean island. But back then, Lucy was known as St. Lucy too. So they took the clock there, and then the Lucy people were like, no, this is such a fancy clock, we're not giving it up. And what the people did was, because they had ordered a clock, but that one was a much fancier one. And they were like, nope, we're not giving it up. And they held some fundraiser, got the rest of the money, paid for the clock. And we still have that clock in our hometown. Yay. It's like at the center of the town. All right, guys, we will see you next week. It was wonderful being here with you guys, allowing us to read for you. I did the opening prayer, and I'm going to leave the closing one to Indigo.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you, Lori. Okay.
That's how we do it.
I really like it. I love our show. It's brilliant. And I'm sorry my energy's not on point, but next week I'll be right back. I've had a very emotionally draining day today, so sorry about that.
Casey, and I have a group too. If you want to get more of me, be sure to join my group. It's called, if you go on my page, I have it on there where you can join my group with the blue button. So just join my group, all right, hon?
Yeah, and you can come and follow me on Indigo.
And follow Indigo too.
On my page. But I'm also on Loy's group and all over the place. But also, if anyone does want a group, they can share their own work or their own experiences of how they emotionally feel, whether it's through art, whether through poetry, whatever. Please do join Spiritual Friends, which is a group for openly sharing. Divine Alchemist and Loy Jones do share into there as well as myself. So there you go. I have to get all these things figured out, so I've got them tagged on places, but I haven't done it. I need to have a meeting with you, Loy, at some point and figure this out. But anyway,
there is. We need to do that, because I'll tell you, I've been in a hibernating learning mode, and in terms of technology, Facebook, you and I have a lot to get together on.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll earn some money over the next few weeks, and then we'll have a get together, or I can post you some jewelry. I can channel you some jewelry. We'll figure it out anyway. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But, what I was going to say is that my guidance recently has been to do that, but I don't think I can manage it right now. I think, coming into December, I might have a week off to do some studying because I've got courses that I need to do. But anyway, enough of that and more of this. So, to conclude today, I wish us to offer thanks. We offer gratitude to the great, everlasting, eternal spirit that brings abundance into our lives. We offer gratitude to the guides that have brought through the communicators today. We offer gratitude to our families for the unconditional love they show. Can you help my husband with that one, please? We offer gratitude to our beloved friends from all walks of life. We offer gratitude to the earth which is us. We offer gratitude to the fire within that gives us drive and passion. We offer gratitude to the water that washes away that which does not serve our highest good. And we offer gratitude to the air which allows us to breathe now and the days that were before. Share love and make life lighter.
We will see you guys next week. Next week at 10 a.m. CDT and 4 p.m. GMT Indigo time, because I'm in the US and she's in the UK. So if you're tuning in from the UK or Ireland or anywhere like that, you tune in at 4 p.m. If you're in the US, you can check the difference. It's 10 p.m. CST or CDT. I think it's like 11 a.m. EST. I'm not sure, but join us next week, same time, same place, for more of us. All right. See you all. Namaste.
Take care. Bye-bye. Blessings. Be blessed. Bye.